Welcome to the Cozy Corner. Today, we're going to be doing the time attack mode with Torque. Now, Torque doesn't have an adventure mode. He was added, I think, at the same time as Mila's adventure mode, but he can only do a certain number of levels through time attack. Now, obviously, looking at this prep screen, you're going to see Torque's pretty much doing the Gunstar Heroes thing here. He has his regular attack and a light attack, a heavy attack, and a, I guess, angled attack. And they have different variations depending on the elements you choose. Now I'm going to be trying all of these out between the different levels, but I will find some that are just plain better than others for the final level. Hint, it's that water heavy. But yeah, if you see up in the top corner, you'll be able to select between them at any time, and they have an ammo count, which actually gives you a use for the elemental orbs you would normally just use for bonus games. I don't know how early they were intending for them to be used like this, but hey, at the very least they found a use for them. Because the bonus game is such a minor thing, you wonder why they put so many chests in. You can also get ammo from enemies.
Let's move out.
You're not going to see the laser used much at all because, well, the light attack gets enough ammo to be used for most of the stage. Now Torque plays looking like an alien, not the Shelduck. He's got 4 health and a rather small special meter, but he can get pretty far on that small special meter. He has a hover ability, which you saw me use just back there, and he's also got an ability that I won't figure out for the first level, where you can press down and you can do a rocket dash to reach your top speed much quicker. His top speed is quite fast. His walking speed is slow though, so he's got quite a bit of variance if you're not being efficient with his rocket boost. Now, depending on what element you pick, your weapons have different levels of damage and effectiveness and all that kind of stuff. So it's hard for me to really just give you an outline, but you're going to be wanting to use the light attack for most of the stage, your heavy attack for the big enemies, and the angled attack for enemies in hard to reach positions. That should be obvious though, shouldn't it? He does have a lot of trouble when an enemy gets too close though. Your 4 health can seem rather small when that happens. Or if there's a lot of environmental traps you have trouble maneuvering around. And I forgot that I was chatting with someone during this, but oh well. We'll just ignore that, won't we? I recorded this pretty much the same time as I did Carol and Mila. It was just a day I really didn't feel like talking through stuff, I just wanted to play a game. And I really didn't want to spend like a huge amount of time on the weekend doing commentary over all this stuff before I could upload it. So we're just gonna do the first level, just like Carol and Mila. Honestly, if you know what this game's about at this point, if you've watched Lilacs play through, and you can just kind of get the flavor of the character through in the first level. Now that this is not as much of a choice as Carol or Mila, because, well, you can't do all the levels with them. I'm not sure exactly how they decided which ones he could and couldn't do. I'm sure it had to do with some kind of balancing thing. Also, you can't do the level where he gets kidnapped. I get that. But you also can't do the last level. And I think that might have something to do with fighting Brevin. Maybe Torque just doesn't have the maneuverability to deal with Brevin's knife attack, which would kill him in one hit, because I'm pretty sure it does 4 damage. But yeah, he's very slow if you're not using the boost, which I figured that out in the second level. How to do it. Otherwise, it's just be reaching that speed just through natural means. But you can, like, he's got acceleration, I guess would be the way to put it. He can get to his top speed very fast if you just use your special meter. And he handles bosses pretty well. Some bosses better than others. It's all about using the right ability, really. His heavy attack can do a lot of damage, especially if you pick the right one for the right boss. I found out that water heavy attack seems to be the best one, just because it hurts when you hit it, and then it has several hits afterwards if you position it well. And none of the other ones really have that amount of effectiveness against bosses, so that seems like a very obviously best attack. The other ones are very debatable, I would say. I just go for preference. As you can see, ammo is really not hard to come by. The really only time you're going to run out is if you die right before a boss fight. You might run out of some of your attacks, depending on how much ammo they have initially. Overall, Torque's pretty fun to play as. I just kind of wish you could have a full-fledged mode with him. But I really highly doubt that's going to happen, because they're working on Freedom Planet 2 now, and that should be their main concern. I don't think an adventure mode for Torque is more important than that. I'd rather the effort be put in the more appropriate place. That we can play him as all is a nice little bonus. Considering the support they were giving this game post-release, adding Mila's adventure mode and all that, and adding this, really can't complain. Well, people can't complain, but there are people that'll just complain about pretty much everything as long as it's not handed to them. Alrighty. See, this is where it'd be really useful if I knew how to use my boost instead of doing what I'm doing now. This is so lame looking, oh my god. The screen's going crazy here. As you can see, he deals with this boss pretty well. The only real detriment is his health, which is, you know, it's kind of obvious. There we go. Well, guys, enjoy the rest of these stages. I hope you enjoyed the Freedom Planet playthroughs overall, and you guys have a good one.